Here I'm going to be showing you how to remove the auger. First thing you're going to need is either 13/16 wrench or 7/8 wrench, and then it would be the opposite. So I got a 13/16 wrench with me right here, 7/8 socket. And the reason for that is 9/16 bolts. The head is different, a different size than the nut is. The nut is larger, so I'm using 13/16 up on the bolt head, and I'm going to hammer on the nut from the back side with a 7/8 socket and an impact. I'll take the open end of my wrench, I'll remove it. So you got that. There is a washer on this bottom side here. There's a washer there. Get this out. Has a nut. I'll just pull this bolt out. Now I take it, slide that off of there. Now that that bolt's gone, now we'll come over to this side and just repeat that process. Same deal. Sneak this impact, sneak the impact back here. Get that started on the nut. Now I'll get my wrench up here. So before removing your auger or even starting the process, one good thing to do is to make sure that your auger is rotated in the correct orientation. You'll see here, I have the head of the bolt and the closed side of the auger tube. You can kind of see on the back side here where I'm talking about closed versus open. Open side, you can see it's just that machined piece right here. The reason for that is once you remove that bolt, now you can just pull the auger off forward and you don't have to do more finagling than you should. So that's now with that in that position. Now you just can take this bolt out, and instead of having to lift it backwards and then up and around that, now a guy can just grab it here. Should lift right out. Now you can move this out of the way if you need to get into your fan or anything. Set this out of the way. This obviously could be done on the floor. We just have a nice stand here to make it a little more convenient for myself. So yeah, that's how you pop the auger out. Pretty simple. Okay, when you're going to reinstall your auger, you're going to want to have, again, a 13/16 wrench or socket and a 7/8 wrench or socket. I have 13/16 wrench, 7/8 socket. Reason for that is I'm going to be tightening with the impact from the nut side, which is larger. First thing you're going to want to do is come to the drive belt side. You'll take this, get it lined up. There's a roll pin that you get the one hole on. So I'm going to have to come right here, get that. So now that's lined up on the roll pin. Should allow me to take the bolt, put that through there. And now this washer, this goes on the back side with a nut. Take and hold that on there. I'll get that started. And here, I'm actually going to start with tightening this side completely. So now I'm going to take and sneak this impact back here again. Make sure it's going the right way, which I believe it is, but I'm going to double check with my eyes. Yep, so we're going the right way. Get that on the nut. Now take the open end of your wrench. Might need to spin it a little. Get that on the head of the bolt. Now tighten her up. So now that's retightened, true back on this machine piece. So here on this side, you want to make sure that this is turned with this roll pin facing in about the same direction as your other one is. You'll be able to tell here with where your auger holes are. Just kind of line it up. And now you're going to take here, kind of grab and lift. Just a little heavier. You lift that on. That goes back on that roll pin. Now that roll pin's going right through the hole, right where you should be. Now it gives you a spot to put your bolt through. And then take and put your washer on the back side with the nut again. Washer first, obviously, and then nut afterwards. Get that started on there by hand. Once that's all threaded on there, now you'll take your impact and do your wrench again. Sneak the impact back around here. Make sure it's still untightened, which it is. Get that back on the nut. Open end of your wrench and tighten her back up. Now you got a fully reinstalled auger ready to blow snow.